it's Uncommon Fossil, and today taking a look at a Fusion Mew deck that's a bit of a box style deck, right? Because Fusion Mew with its cross Fusion Strike for 2 colorless energies, you can choose any one of your bench Fusion Strikes Pokemon's attacks and use this attack. So let's try to mix it up a little bit beyond Genesect. We have Meloetta, and we have an additional one. We have 2 other attackers within this deck, so we'll get to it. But obviously, look, it's a 3-4 Mew VMAX line because it's very good. A lot of times, just going to go with traditional Mew Genesect strategy with this deck, right? Cross Strike Fusion. Great. We'll get into the other attacks we can copy. We can attack with Max Miracle because we do have Fusion Strike Energy, or if we have a VMAX on the bench, we can copy it with a DTE using Cross Fusion Strike. So that does 130 and hits through effects, and obviously hitting through effects can be important, so it's nice not having to worry about those wall decks. Of course, with DTE, you're doing 20 less, so it's 120. The Mew V also... And of course, Mew V and VMAX have free retreat. Here, let me just mention that. And I'm not playing in this build, but you can use Featherball to search for those free retreat Pokemon, but I think there's better options. But it's definitely an option there. But pivot Pokemon are always good too. So Mew V, for 1 Psychic, you can search your deck for an energy card, attach it to one of your Fusion Strike Pokemon, and shuffle your deck for 1 energy. And since we're playing Fusion Strike Energy, we can use this attack on turn 1. It might be the best option. Just something to keep in mind. It's obviously we're hoping to do something better than that, but that might be where we're at. And then Psychic Leap can be a nice attack to copy. It does 70 or of course 50 if reducing, and then you can shuffle then you may shuffle the attacking Pokemon into your deck. So it's a way to get a VMAX that's going to get knocked out the next turn out of harm's way into your deck. So that can be quite nice. You have to have the V unevolved on the bench to do it. So if you think you might want that as the game goes on, don't evolve all your Mew Vs. And of course, we play a 4 of Genesect V with the ability Fusion Strike System's tremendous. Once during your turn, you may draw until you have as many cards in your hand as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. So super great if we have 6 Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. We can draw it all, have 6 cards. And here we have a number of item cards, particularly to thin our hand down. So we're drawing up potentially a lot with Genesect V. And then this is an attack we copy a lot. Techno Blast does 210, but that Pokemon can't attack the next turn. But since the Mew VMAX, if we're copying with the Mew VMAX, then we have free retreat. We can switch to another one or double switch into an attack with the same Mew VMAX. So that's nice there. And we can, because of Fusion Strike Energy, attack with the Genesect V if that weakness is important, right, to attack with the Metal Pokemon. But then, what else do we play? We play 1 copy of the Meloetta, which is obviously a very nice attack. We can attack with it going second, turn 1. Melodious Echo for 2 energy, Psychic Colorless, does 70 damage per Fusion Strike energy attached to all your Pokemon. So potentially could do, 210 on your first turn with, and we can boost that up with items there. But also, if the game goes on, you can do 280 on a later turn with Meloetta, or with the Mew VMAX, or of course you reduce it if you have that DTE. But that's a nice power. It's nice to be able to attack for big damage on turn 1. Then we also play 1 copy of the Eiscue, of course the Fusion Strike Eiscue, and it's here for the first attack, which we can attack with it, or we can copy it too. It's probably what we're going to be copying it with the Mew VMAX. Block Slider does 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each Fusion Strike energy attached to all your Pokemon. We have up to 4 of those, so we can hit the bench there. It's a nice option to take out something on the bench that we've damaged but not knocked out, or take out some engine pieces potentially as well. And then a 1/1 Accelgor, another Fusion Strike Pokemon. This one we're probably attacking with this Pokemon itself. Ninja Tornado for 3 energy. Grass Colorless does 120. The Fusion Strike energy covers any type of energy, so that's good. Really, it's for Pokemon such as Charizard EX that are weak to grass. But if the Pokemon moves from the bench to the active spot that turn, it can be used for 1 grass energy. So for a single Fusion Strike energy, does 120. That's quite nice. And of course, as I said, the Mew has free retreat, so swinging it in on a turn is very doable. Energy count 4 Fusion Strike energies, 3 DTEs, right? You know, I'll know what DTE does. And Fusion Strike is any type of energy it needs to be, as long as it's attached to a Fusion Strike energy. Getting into the trainers here, I've been messing around with this part of the deck the most, and I think I'm pretty happy with it now. 2 Escape Rope, that's the only switching I play. At one point, I had to switch a rope or 2 of. I'd like a 3rd switching card in the deck, honestly, but because I'm playing these 4 different single prize cards in the deck, the Meloetta, Eiscue, Shelmet, and Accelgor sticks, something had to give. I dropped the switch for it. Could still be a rope and a switch. That wouldn't be terrible either. I'm not sure what the best thing is. They all have different pluses and minuses. But you know what Escape Rope does. 2 Forest Seal Stones. It's unfortunate that it's no longer an item card. That errata, right, says item on it, but it's not. Tools are no longer items because of Cram-o-matic. It is better if it's an item. But 2 copies of this. We don't have a V-Star Pokemon, so obviously Star Alchemy, a great V-Star power. Just keep rolling through the list in order. 2 copies of Judge. Each player shuffles their deck in their hand, draws 4 cards. This is a 4 Path to the Peak deck. Yeah, I'll jump ahead to that. So, which shuts down Rulebox Pokemon, which of course affects us too. So therefore, we play 4 Lost Vacuum to get rid of the stadium when we want to, toss it back down. A lot of games can be won by getting Path, and your opponent can't get things happening. And then 1 Roxanne to go along with that. So 2 Judge, 1 Roxanne. Opponent has to have taken 3 prizes before you can play it, but you shuffle, draw to 6. Your opponent shuffles, draws 2. Very, very nice there. And one copy of Pal Pad to get back the supporters we need as the game goes on. 2 Boss's Orders, we know what that does, and then 2 Elesa Sparkle, which you need in the Fusion Mew deck. You choose up to 2 of your Fusion Strike Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, you can search your deck for a Fusion Strike energy and attach it to that Pokemon and shuffle your deck. So just really good. This lets us do big damage on turn 1 and just helps as the game goes on later too. All right, getting back to the other trainers here. 2 Nest Ball. Maybe I could cut that for a switching card, but like to have that, some Nest Balls to get basics into play as the game goes on. 4 Battle VIP Pass. Obviously, we need to get a bunch of Pokemon in play turn 1. This helps a lot with Cram-o-matic and such. 4 Seal Stone. There's a good chance we're going to get at least one, ideally multiple Battle VIP Pass turn 1. And then we have 4 Ultra Ball to search out the Mew VMAXs and such, as well as in our hand to help draw more cards with Genesect V's ability. We play 4 Cram-o-matic, for the yawn. A really good card, item card in this deck. You discard another card in order to play this, then you flip a coin. If it's heads, you search your deck for any 1 card. If tails, you get nothing out of it, which is a bummer. But even then, it does thin your hand by 2 cards, so Genesect draws 2 more cards. And of course, searching for any 1 card is huge. So even with that downside of the coin flip, it's still nice in a deck that can take advantage of it, which this one can. What else do we play in the deck? And then Power Tablet, 4 copies, because very important to get the damage numbers we need to boost the damage in a number of cases. So your attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So just remember that's only to the active. If you're swinging to the bench with the Eiscue, Power Tablet does not help that. But a very solid deck. Obviously, Fusion Mew's been around a while. DTE's sees more play, probably a little more consistent because you have more space for some, you can have more draw trainers. You don't need Elesa Sparkle and such. But I do like the flexibility this deck gives, and this does let us play Meloetta, Eiscue, and Accelgor, which can be fun too. So let's take a look at this box style Mew deck on the ladder and see what we can do. All right, let's see what happens here. Hopefully get a nicer, cleaner game than the last one. The last one was awkward and ugly. I scratched out a win, but it really was scratching out the win. I got lucky. It was advantage my opponent there last turn, but they couldn't knock me out. Now, I wasn't guaranteed to have game, though. All right, so I'm going first. I'm going to toss up Meloetta. Okay, it's not terrible. Obviously, I'd rather have Mew. That's the thing. I'd rather have Mew. I need to switch. I could play the Genesect, but I go first. Okay, so Cleffa. All right, Cleffa. All right, so I'm going to get down 2 Genesects because that's what I want to do here. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm up against at this point. Bench a Genesect, and I don't want to play Path this turn, I don't think. So I'm going to attach to my Mew, draw another card. Ideally, I hit a Pokemon, basic Pokemon, and I did, so that's really good, because now I draw 2 cards, right? That's what, because I thinned my hand by 1, and I have 1 more card in play, so I get 2, DTE. Okay, I can sit on this. This is okay. I'll sit on it. I could cram, but I don't need to do that. Okay, so fighting, weak to psychic, so that is very nice. So I probably don't need the Power Tablet then. I'm trying to remember now the whole evolution line. Okay, so we will see how things go here. I had gotten to do a decent amount of Pokemon for a few days, for a bit. Then I've things the last several days. I fortunately haven't been able to play as much, so I'm a little. All right, trying to remember what's what here. All right, so rare candy. I'm trying to remember what he turns into. So path to the peak. Okay. So I'm gonna need path to the peak. I mean, I need to bump path. They only draw for 1. Let's see what I draw into. All right, so. I need to bump that path. That's what needs to happen. I need to bump path. And I failed on bumping path. Well, that's not good. Do I want to... I'm going to attach to this guy here. So he can attack, and I'll end turn. So that's okay. I'd love to keep the Meloetta alive. We'll see what happens. See what they do. So oh no. All right, so the path got me there. So it's obviously I'm a path heavy build here. All right, Lost Vacuum, very nice there. I will bump, I don't need the Ultra Balls for sure. I can drop one of those easily. Okay, so they're just drawing again. So that's good. They didn't really get much happening. So I think I want to Lost Vacuum. I will get rid of... I'm trying to think what I want to thin out. I may use the Ultra Ball to thin things down. 1, 2. I think I want to Judge, right? I'm gonna attach to Meloetta because I might retreat with him. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And I'm going to... I'll draw 2 cards. Cram-o-matic. I think I'd like to boss, right? So I'm going to get rid of... Yeah, I have two evolutions in play, so I will get rid of the Ultra... Excuse me. So, yeah, I'll draw again. I still would like to boss if I can. I hit boss. So I'm going to boss up the man with the energy. I'm going to hard retreat, and I'm going to attach here. Use my ability. I can't. I play switch. I don't play rope, so I need to hard retreat anyway. So he's going to do... So I'm going to Cross Strike Fusion, and I'm going to Melodious Echo for 100. Take the knockout, and I can attack again next turn, right? If I copied Genesect V's attack, I'd have to do switching. Okay, that's really what I want, is a Fusion Strike energy. And I have I have the option now of attaching to either one. Okay, so they're gonna just hit into me with Machamp. He's got the Guts ability. And while I can hit through effects, that's not. I'm pretty sure it doesn't trigger that. So, okay, I could try to switch and take out something else too. The guts ability is going to be annoying. I will say that. Okay, they're ioning me, so we'll see what I have. The milling's annoying. They need another energy though too, right? So I might just play rope this turn. I don't know. Although I think I probably want to. All right, the Meloetta is going to get one shot, so that's not ideal. So I'll make that attachment. Actually, the Eiscue would be really good. I wish I had the Eiscue, but I filled up my bench, unfortunately, right? I could, I'm going to ditch the stadium because they like that stadium. So why don't I do that? I still have my, okay, I still have my Forest Seal Stone. Okay, so I just will, I guess I just attack here. Hopefully I knock them out. The coin toss. I don't love the milling. So I'm going to, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the, what is it? Max Miracle, because they're weak to me. I don't believe I knock them out, right? They still get the guts, right? Yeah, the guts is still triggered. Okay, guts is still triggered. The hitting through effects didn't affect that, which I didn't think it to, but did take the knockout. So that's really good. So that sets them behind because now they don't have energy. So now, well, they need to Raihan is what needs to happen, and they have the Raihan. So they probably can attack. They need the stage 2 and a rare candy and an energy. They have, what do they have? 5 cards in hand, so they needed 2 of those. They have Babero, they have Squovit though. So they probably grabbed, yeah, so they must have the rare candy, and then they can Babero as well, so they've set themselves up. I don't know if they have the energy or not. Hopefully they don't have the energy, right? Because they have the energy. Okay, so they're barreling for a full 5. So that was a really nice turn for them, for sure. And I don't have the basic V on the bench either, which I don't love at this point. So he does 70 to me. That's right, because I do resist. So I mean, it's going to take a lot of. They're hitting into me a lot of times, right? So I think I will. I could rope. I think I just hit into them though. I will just hit into them. Might as well, right? Might as well just keep attacking. I'll do 240. Again, hopefully they hit tails. The odds, we'll see. They hit tail. Oh, that's good. So lucky for me, unlucky for them. And even if they hit heads there, I was liking my spot because I do have the Eiscue, and I would have tossed down the Eiscue, right? But I do need to, and I still need to keep that in mind. And I do need at least one Fusion Strike on the Eiscue, so need to keep that in mind. Boss. Okay, but the good thing is I have rope here though, so that's okay. And I should have access to boss. I play 2 boss. I don't know if the one's prized or not though. Right, so actually I'll just attach and retreat is the better play here, right? Attach, retreat, knock him out, and that attach, retreat, and that pretty much crushes them. So I'm just going to attach. I'll just keep attacking with the same guy. Why not? Why don't I do this? And they conceded because, yeah, I mean, they had not, I wasn't going to win that turn, but they were down to really almost no chance to win, right? I'm not sure that I didn't have game no matter what happened. So things came through. They got a little unlucky with the coin tosses, but you know, my deck set up well. All right, let's see what happens here. Hopefully we get another good game out of the deck and seeing what options we want to utilize with this build. So we'll go first, which is generally what we want to do. Obviously, if we knew what the matchup was, there's some we do want to go second, but first most of the time. Okay, very nice. Starting a Mew. Do I play the... I might just play the Eiscue. Okay, up against Charizard, which means I want to get the grass guy going, right? Now copying... Right, now that... I'm just taking a look. The 40, which is good. So even if I hit the bench, the 20 reduction happens. Just making sure. It's pretty... but I also need to get Fusion Strike Energy into play. Ideally, this turn, I might need to bench. Might need to attach the DTE though. I'm thinking. So all right, so they're getting a couple Pokemon play. They don't know what I have, right? Donkey is a real thing. They're playing like 60 HP Pokemon probably. All right, Rope. Oh, okay. So I probably want to get the. Oh, awesome. Oh, are they playing? Huh. Now the question. Okay. Are they not playing the Charizard deck? You know what? So now the problem is they're gonna. I'm weak to fire with these guys, right? So I'm gonna just go this way. I'm going to. I think I want a Rope though, right? I don't love sending up the Pokemon, but I think I want to Rope. I take the Mew out of play, right? I don't know if they can be able to switch into him or not. And do I bench? I want to draw some cards. So now I get some cards. I get 2 cards there. Do I want to... Not sure if that's the right play or not. I'll get 2 more cards. Again, just keep things going there. Elisa's, okay. Just end there. Okay. So, see what happens. You know, should I have benched the Eiscue? Should I have... I mean, I had the Battle VIP Pass. I had Ultra Ball. I could have gotten down the grass. But maybe it's just an Arcanine deck, right? No, okay. So... But having the option of the Eiscue right now is good, right? The Eiscue... If with Elisa's, I have the potential to take him out, right? I can do 60, right? Because he'd do 80. They're probably getting another Charmander down. If they don't get another Charmander down, though, I really want to. Okay, all right. So don't worry about that play then. So what I need to do is they're gonna accelerate energy to the Growlithe, I assume, and I need to knock him out. That's basically what needs to happen here. Let's see what they bench, though. If they don't bench another Charmander, I may go for that play. It's still a question, can I pull it off? I don't know. Okay, so all right, so maybe. Okay. So I might use Elisa's. I played a Rope, though, right? Okay, so they're accelerating to themselves. I think I want to... okay, it makes things a little tricky, right? Because Growlithe is a bit scary, too. But I have Power Tablets. So I think I want to... yeah, I want to rope, right? I'm going to rope. And I'm going to send up... I just need 60 there, right? So I need to get 2 fusion strikes. But so I'm going to... Okay, that's fine. I'm going to set up the Mew. I'm going to Elesa's. And I'll get 2 energies. I'm going to do you and you. And so this is good. Can I do either way? Okay, I get to choose what goes where. Okay, so now I need to... what do I want to do? I think I want my power tablets. I need to evolve. Yeah. Okay, so my basic, my Shelmet was prized, right? So he's doing... So I can take out the Charmander. And of course I draw some cards. I want to do that. Did I get rid of a Lost Vacuum, by the way? I did, so hopefully I don't regret that. Do I want to evolve him? Or do I think I might sit on this. Do I want to evolve him? That's a good question right now. I'm going to evolve him. No, I'm not going to evolve him. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to attach this energy. I'm going to attack. I'm going to do... Wait, inspect Icicle Missile? No, I want to block Slider. Okay, I want to block Slider. Okay, isn't he there? Okay, so... Oh, I thought it didn't do 80. I thought it was supposed to... Okay, all right. So it was 60. That's not good. It's misleading, I gotta say. I don't like the way it was set up. Because it told me 80 when the attack, and then when I moved the damage counter, I'm not sure if it was 80 or 60, but then it was 60 showed up on the Pokemon. So, but when I was choosing the attack, it didn't show that one as being reduced. So just be aware of that, right? That's the type of thing where live, if you're relying on live to give you accurate information, it's not quite doing that. All right, so I might evolve. We'll see what they do, right? Right now I have the option of the Psychic Leap to get him out of harm's way, which I might just do. We'll see what happens, of course. So Armor Rouge to move the energy around. They're gonna obviously these Genesects just get melted away with the fire weakness, but okay. So they're gonna retreat. I don't know what they're gonna do though. They only have 1 card in hand, right? So do they have? Well, they can attack with Entei, right? So they might just do that, which is fine. In which case, I'm gonna evolve my Mew V on the bench, retreat to the bench, and they didn't use Entei's ability. They should have used Entei's ability first, I think, right? Just they should look at the card. And even if they play a path, I think I'm okay. And I like the fact that I didn't get a Charmander down. So, okay, drawing their 1 card. We'll see what happens here. Their turn's not quite done yet. Okay, Magma Basin, which is good for them. Obviously, very good. They're going to put it to Growl. All right, so they're judging me. That's disappointing. I need to get that V down. Okay. Okay, that's all right for sure. The DTE is good. And I probably will... I can't play Path yet. I can't play Path until I don't need Genesect's ability anymore. And I don't know if I want to bench it this game. Just because I lose my ability. Okay, I'm trying to see what I have here. So I down 1 Lost Vacuum. I might Lost Vacuum their Stadium away, though. We'll see. So they're going to hit into me. They don't take the knock, and I have the free retreat. That's not great, is it? So, I think I want Elesa's here, maybe. Let's see what I hit. If I hit heads, all right. That makes life simple. I'd rather not attach the DTE. Also, I gotta say, because that makes my life harder for sure. So Power Tablet. Yeah, I'm gonna Power Tablet, and I guess. So at this point, I mean, I can get the knockout with. Do I get the knockout? I don't get the knockout. I have Judge. 210. Do I attach here? I'm gonna Judge. I'm not. I'm very uncertain. I could have attached the energy. I didn't love attaching the energy. All right. I think I got to attach the energy though. I think I do. So he can do. So he'll draw 3 for me, and then I'll see where I'm at with this. Okay, so I've got, let's think, 210, 190, 220. Okay, so I have what I need now, right? So I will grab my VMAX. I'll evolve. I will retreat. So I will Power Tablet. I'll leave their stadium there. And I do believe I have the knockout, which is what I want to do. So 250, yeah. So there we go. So take the knockout, go up 3 prizes. So that's good. Which even if, okay, so there's my grass Pokemon. So they got the Mew in play still. What did I take out? Did I take out the, okay, the Charmander. That's right, the Charmander. He does not knock me out though. I'll have to decide what I do here. He's doing 60 damage someplace if I want, which can take me a prize. I'm just trying to think through the math. I don't think I want to make sure. Okay, I don't know if they should have put the damage there, right? What did I play? 2 Power Tablets. So doing what? 220. So I'm doing 250. So I don't get the knockout on the Arcanine. I miss it by 10, I'm pretty sure. That is what it is. So yeah, if I need to get but anyway, they're not going to knock me out. They're doing 250, which is ouch, right? That's a lot of damage, but yeah, just trying to think through my options. Okay, so we'll see what they do here. I don't know what they're going to do. They might want to take out the Mew, which the VMAX, or did they use their supporter? I think they did not judge me because I have more than 4 cards in hand. So let's see what they're going for. They're going to go for the prizes, which honestly, I'm okay with that because there are 2 more turns where they can win anyway. So I'll send up the Mew V, the Mew VMAX. I'd like to get a Mew V in play. And plus, this guy doesn't have the Fusion Strike energy, so that's a plus as well. So can I knock him out? Probably not. Right? Probably not. But I guess in theory, well, Elisa, I got 2 energies attached there. I would do it. All right, I don't think I want to play him down. I can. So I think, oh, Power Tablet. Do I want a Roxanne here? I'm just going to Roxanne. I don't know. I don't think I'm taking the knockout, so I don't think I need the Power Tablet. Let's think here. So I'm doing 210. All right, I'm coming up short. If I copy, I'm doing 220, 250, right? So I know that's short. So I think I just attack here. I'm kind of happy with my spot. And I think I want to Technoblast. I can double switch probably. I have options, right? I'm hoping I have options. Now he does, what's he doing? He's doing 240 this turn now without discarding energy. But I can finish him off. So, oh, actually I'm not. Okay, so what I want to do is I think I need to do a double switch which I don't know if I can or not, right? Have I played a rope yet? Yeah, I'm out of ropes. So, all right, I have no switch cards in deck, so that's not great. Okay, so life is tricky now. Because he could actually blow me up with the arc. He could get game. I have to get this Mew VMAX out of play this turn. That's what has to happen because the Armarouge will actually take him out for game. I can't just knock out the Arcanine EX. So I'm going to have to retreat. Right now, I cannot attack with anybody else, unfortunately. I can retreat. Potentially, I can attack with the Eiscue. If I hit one energy, I just need one energy. I take out the Arcanine EX. So, so I think I Power Tablet because I need to draw. And we will see what happens here. We will see. Yeah, just see what happens. So 240. I mean, I'd love to get him out of play, but I have to double switch to make that happen. And that's not really going to happen. So I will. Okay. I'm going to make this playlist. I can't. I can't double switch. Ouch, I got nothing here. Okay, so I don't want any of these Pokemon. Okay, so I will draw. Yeah, okay, I use my Forest Seal Stone, right? Okay, so Cram-o-matic. Yeah, let me cram. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I need to thin. I need to get Fusion Strike Energy into play. Okay, so that's really good. Really, really good. Okay, so I can Elesas if I want. Just have one energy though, or do I want? I might as well Elesas, right? Just do that. Get that out of the hand. Get this to thin the deck. Get rid of the Elesas, and as well as this. Okay, so I'm vulnerable to boss, but they don't really have. They only have one card in hand. They're just going to draw for turn, so there's a good chance they can't make it work, right? So he's doing. Might as well draw with Genesect. Okay, so I'm going to retreat because I can't leave him the active because that's a game loss. So they have boss. It's a game loss. Yeah, so I'm in good shape here, right? I'm in good shape. So I will just take out the active. 120, and it's weird the way it works, but anyway, so 2 prizes. So down to a prize. I have boss. Okay, I got my last Fusion Strike energy. All right, this is good. So yes, this is good. So I may just have game. Like if they have boss, they might be able to win. Even if they have boss, I don't know if they're guaranteed to win though. I'm a bit surprised instead of Armor Rouge. Does he? I mean, he does win with boss, but they need boss and they need 2 energy. They have Magma Basin, so they need if they need boss energy. That's what they need in hand, right? What are the odds they have boss and energy? Not good. If that's what they have, I that's just good luck to them. And okay, so there's the energy. Do they have the boss, right? I would think they would have slapped it down, right? If they did by now. So probably not. They're just trying to think through. Is there any way they don't lose, right? They do 90 to me, and I'll just smack them with Eiscue probably. So I think I have game here, right? I mean, at this point, I may just attach the Fusion Strike energy to the Mew V, and I could well, yeah, I mean, I could thin things with Genesect, but yeah, that's fine. Did I have? I don't think I had. All right. They're moving an energy. Yeah, and I assume it's not boss. They took too long a time, so they're probably just going to hit into me, and then we'll see if they concede or let me attack. Right? That's probably where it's at because I have game here. They do not. So they were 1 card away, but they had to have. They needed 2 cards, and they only had 2 cards in hand. So they needed the exact 2 cards to be in their hand to make it work. And of course, they didn't have it, which I get. The odds were against them, but they were halfway there, right? They needed a boss. They've played, I think, 1 boss. So okay, I am knocked out, so that's sad. But I will just knock you out here. So. That's right. The burn gets the knockout there. So now I just go and I'll attack for 190. I had Fusion Strike energy I could have evolved. I had other plays I could have made, obviously, but no need to do that. So got the game, and things worked out well. Obviously, like Meloetta wasn't an option that game because it was prized, very last prize, in fact. So that's the downside to a bunch of one-ofs in the deck. But Mew and Genesect makes a very nice combo. I'm enjoying having these alternate options. I got to say, it makes the Mew deck a little more interesting. Is it hurt the consistency? Yes. Is it make it slightly worse? Honestly, it probably does. The best build is probably the DTE build, or just play like the Meloetta build. Meloetta with Eiscue is actually pretty nice. The Accelgor is probably getting a little too fancy with the deck and probably be better off without it. But it is fun, and I'm glad I enjoy the build, and certainly give it a try. Hopefully you'll like it too. Take care.